Disclaimer, inspired by Wonder Pets, final hours and credit to Nox the Robot Cat for that idea. Narrated by Fluff the Penguin. You guys remember the encounter, where the little Einsteins became evil and killed everyone, right? Well, here's another one. So, I was minding my own business, until I discovered a DVD in the ground. I picked it up. The DVD cover consisted of Rocket and the little Einsteins in a red background from Leo's Vengeance, and at the top of them read out, "Little Einsteins, it's time for Season 3. Season 3. I thought that show had a season total of 2 and not 3. Oh well, let's watch it anyways. I then put the DVD in, and it started with the Walt Disney Home Entertainment logo, but it was normal, until it was interrupted. Stop. A voice interrupted. Hey. Walt Disney Home Entertainment were rated. Why did you disrupt my logo, and what do you want from me anyway? I'm sorry about that, Walt Disney Home Entertainment. The male's voice from Gonemet/Vian said. But you are in Little Einstein's final hours. Walt Disney Home Entertainment screamed, and the logo exploded, meaning that it changed. It sounded like the scene from Pooh's Grand Adventure, The Search for Christopher Robin, where Piglet got scared and ran away. The logo was now on fire, and Walt Disney Home Entertainment screamed, as he was on fire. It sounded like the scene on Pooh Pictures from The New Adventures of Winnie the Pooh, where Rabbit saw a monster turning out to be Tigger as a huge carrot. The Playhouse Disney original logo then came up, but the sky was in a fire. Fox and the Sunny and Bird were holding suitcases waiting for the bus. Well, dang. The sun spoke. It's been 15 minutes since the bus was supposed to arrive. I'm getting scared now, son. The bird whimpered. Bird, did you listen to what Dee said? Panicking will only make it worse. The sun told the bird. Just be patient. It then showed the main menu. I pushed play. All and the episode playing in order were Go West, Young Train, Quincy and the Magic Instruments, I Love to Conduct. After all the episodes, a warning screen came up and it said, "Warning. This episode of Little Einsteins you are about to see was going to be intended to promote Final Destination 3. But it was rejected due to some content. And it was made by Billy Quesina, who was fired after making the Season 2 finale and Season 3 premiere. Please watch at your own risk." Oh man, here we go again. I muttered. The intro began playing, but the sky was a Firefox. No one noticed. Oh. When the logo appeared, it had two dates in the bottom. One reads December 22nd, 2009, which is the day the series ended, and the other reads March 17th, 2019, which is the day the series aired in Disney Junior the final time. Although, if you look at the international version, you'll see that it went off the air on December 18th, 2015. After the intro, the title card came up, which the episode was called Final Hours, and instead of one of the kids reading the title as usual, Tasha from the backyardigans read it out. Then it showed the art. June began. The art panned down to be The Land of the Lost by Gustave Courbet. The Land of the Lost. Painted by Gustave Courbet. June finished. And music. And he began. The music panned down and the notes played Final Hours from The Legend of Zelda. Final Hours. Written by Koji Kondo. Leo finished. Afterwards, the curtains then opened to Leo, June, Annie and Quincy with Rocket. Hi. Leo greeted. I'm Leo. Me and my friends are excited for our guests to come on over. Just then, the doorbell rang. Oh wow. Leo gasped. They are here already. Leo opened the door, revealing the backyardigans. Hi Leo. Tyrone greeted. We are ready for the biggest bash of the day. Great. Leo accepted. Let's check to see if we have any snacks. Then Quincy opened the fridge, which I don't remember it being in a show, but then he realized that there weren't any snacks left. Oh no. Quincy muttered. The fridge is empty. We're out of snacks. Do you remember the last time there were snacks? June asked. Yeah. And he said, if there's snacks here at Lombard, maybe we can get some. Great idea, Annie. Leo said. We've got a mission. To Rocket. The little Einsteins and the backyardigans then went to Rocket. Come on. Leo said. It then showed the little Einsteins and the backyardigans in Rocket. Welcome aboard. Leo said. Let's get going. Buckle your seatbelt. Seatbelts buckled. The other said. Prepare for blastoff. Leo said. We're gonna need a lot of power for Rocket. Put your hands in your lap and pat with us. Leo then patted. Faster. He said. He then patted faster. Now raise your arms as high as you can and say blastoff. Leo said. Blastoff. The others said. Hold in tight cause here we go. And he said. Rocket then blasted off. Then he arrived at Lombard. The little Einsteins and the backyardigans then went out of Rocket. Okay Rocket, you stay right here, while we get some food. Leo told Rocket. Rocket makes xylophone sounds, as he nodded and accepted it. It then showed Lombard where the backyardigans and the little Einsteins were inside. So, what should we buy? Pablo asked. I think we can buy apples. Tasha said. Yeah. And he agreed, and we can buy. But before she could finish, an ES alarm rang. It was so loud that it hurt my ears. But luckily, I had some headphones. I cannot believe it. Quincy said. It's the ES. The ES alarm then stopped and it said this in the voice of the Judith Quabell announcer. Attention. This isn't a test. This is an emergency message from our guide. Your living things will no longer be alive. They will now be dead. Shelter is all you need. Get right into it. Try not to panic though. It will only make it worse. Stay safe and please get there on time. Oh no. June gasped. What are we going to do? Don't worry team. Leo re-answered. I think Rocket will guide us to shelter. The little Einsteins and the backyardigans then went back in Rocket. Blast off. They said. Rocket then blasted off leaving Lombard. It then showed Pooh, Piglet, Tigger and Rabbit in the car. Hurry up. Piglet said. I don't wanna die. Shush Piglet. Tigger said. We're almost there. It then showed Rocket flying super fast. Then it showed the inside where Quincy, June and Annie were scared, while the backyardigans were slightly concerned, and while Leo was angrily flying Rocket super fast. Fly a rocket faster Leo. Annie panicked. If we don't make it in time, we're going to. Hush Annie. Leo said. Remember what Dee said. Panicking will only make it worse. Yep. Unicorn agreed. Panicking only makes it worse. Then Rocket finally made it to shelter. However, when they arrived, they realized there wasn't enough room for Rocket. Oh no. Austin muttered. I don't think Rocket's gonna fit in. He's too big. Pablo muttered. But the meteor's getting a little close. Tasha muttered. Don't worry team. Leo said. We'll just have to land Rocket and we'll get in shelter. There's enough room for all of us. Except Rocket. June added. Rocket makes xylophone sounds, as he agreed with June. The little Einsteins and the backyardigans then went out of Rocket and got in shelter. Which it also included Pooh, Clay, Pooh, Piglet, Tigger, Rabbit, Mickey, Minnie, Peanut, Flick, Munchie, Jelly, Butter, Pork Chop, Dennis, Harry, Elsie, Bart Simpson, Milhouse Van Houten, Eddie Storkouts, the Playhouse Disney Sonny and Bird, the Cyber Squid, Pacoyo and the Bubble Guppies. Rocket then went to find some shelter. When he found some, he saw some shelter that was big enough for him. Do you think there's enough room for Rocket in this shelter? The Pacoyo narrator asked. Yes. The Pacoyo viewers answered. There's enough room for Rocket, so that he doesn't get blown up by the meteor. A Pacoyo viewer said. Rocket then gets in. It then showed Leo, June, Annie, Quincy and the backyardigans with the other characters. Man, it sure is great to see you guys. Leo said. Yeah. Eddie said. We heard all about it before we even got here. Leo then checked on Rocket with his watch. Rocket, you okay in here? Leo asked. Rocket made xylophone sounds answering as a yes. I think we better check something, Molly said. It then cut to Earth and the meteor in the pad. Look. Gabby pointed. That's the meteor. It's nearly there, Dima said. Do you see the meteor? Gil asked. There was silence for a few moments until the little fish swam in the shot. Where? Gil asked. The little fish swam to the meteor only to point at it. There. They said. Yes. There it is. Gil said. Oh no. Una muttered. The meteor is getting closer. Which means there's only an hour left. Dima exclaimed. An hour? The Playhouse Disney Sonny and Bird gasped using mine and Bernie's voice. Wait, he's using my voice. I gasped. It gets worse, guys. Bart said. It says here on these that, if you panic, it will make it more worse. You mean panicking will only make it more worse? Milhouse said. Yeah, so better be careful. Bart said. All of a sudden, Digit checked his own phone and saw a notification. It said that the meteor was going to destroy the little Einsteins universe in 15 minutes. Yoicks. Digit gasped. The meteor is going to hit the universe in 15 minutes. Oh my god, it is? Milhouse gasped. Oh no. Molly muttered. What can we do? This is not good. This is not good at all. Ines feared. Now what? Mickey muttered. This is horrible. Una panicked. If we don't do something, we'll never see our living things again. Una, you're panicking. And it's making it worse. Molly said. Don't do it anymore. Sorry. Una said. Although, if there's one thing I learned, sometimes, it's hard to follow the rules of these. But that's the time to be in extra fear. Just then, it cut to the outside of shelter when suddenly, a meteor appeared. Oh, Matt muttered. There's something up there. It sounds like the meteor. Dennis said. Do you see the meteor? Leo asked. There was silence for a few seconds. Where? June asked. There was silence for another few seconds. Oh yeah. There it is. Quincy said. Oh no. Annie muttered. The meteor is here. It is? Minnie gasped. Nani looked at his telescope and then found the meteor. I think you're right, he said to Annie. Oh dear. Piglet muttered. That means. Suddenly, an abrupt notification from Rabbit came, before Piglet finished his sentence. He checked his phone and found the notification saying that the meteor was ready to destroy the entire little Einstein's universe, which made him start panicking, not only making it worse but starting the countdown. Rabbit screamed. Oh no. This starts the countdown. And Rabbit was right. The countdown from 10 started. 10. It's real. Huddle. Dima said, as she and the rest of the guppies huddled. 9. Oh bother. He said, as he and his friends huddled. 8. The backyardigans and the others huddled. I have a bad feeling about this. Flick said. 7. We're scared too. Ooh said. 6. This is terrible. Annie said. 5. I cannot believe it. Quincy said. 4. This is the end. June said. 3. Rocket made xylophone sounds. It sounded like he was terrified. 2. I think we need to say our goodbyes. Jackie said. 1. The rocket room is where we live. Leo said. 0. The meteor went boom and it caused the entire little Einstein's universe to explode, which the white gaze got to the little Einsteins and the others, as they screamed in anguish. After that it then showed a white screen before fading to black and fading into the white shadows of Leo, June, Quincy, Annie and Rocket. Wake up. A voice said. Who said that? Quincy said. It was me. The voice said. You. June said. Do you know who that sounds like? Leo asked. I gasped and said, that's the creator of the show, Douglas Wood. Yes. Leo said. It's our creator, Douglas Wood. That's right. I'm the creator of Little Einsteins, Douglas Wood. Douglas introduced. But we can't see you. Leo said. That's because you're shadows. Douglas said. We are? And he gasped. Yes. Douglas replied. And I know how you're about to wake up. Really? Why? June asked. Because we made it to the end of the series. Douglas said. After he said that, the white shadows of Leo, June, Annie, Quincy and Rocket faded away. It then showed Pablo, Leo, Annie, Quincy, Rocket, June and Bart asleep, which then they woke up. Look. Annie pointed. The shelter is out. Which means we're free. And we can look at what the meteor destroyed. June said. It then showed Dennis, Harry and Elsie looking around the destroyed things. Gee dude, there's so many things the meteor got rid of. Harry said. And look at poor Melody. Elsie said. Dog. Melody was making sad music noises. It then showed Leo, June, Annie, Quincy, Rocket and the others looking at the things the meteor destroyed. I cannot believe it. Quincy said. The meteor destroyed a lot of things. Yeah. Jelly agreed. And our castle too. But we don't have a castle. Peanut said. Oh, but still. Jelly said. There's so many trees that were cut off. Munchie said. That's terrible. Leo said. Then he asked the firefighter. Excuse me, do you know what happened to the rocket room? Well, all I can say is that it got on fire and that's why we came to put it out. The firefighter said. Leo, June, Annie and Quincy started to be sad along with Rocket, the backyardigans, the Playhouse Disney Sun, the Playhouse Disney Bird, Bart, Peanut, Jelly, Munchie, Butter, Flick, Porkchop, Pacoyo, Millhouse and Clay. Rocket made sad xylophone sounds, meaning that he began mourning the loss of the rocket room. This made Leo, June, Annie and Quincy start crying, as Pablo said, goodbye forever rocket room. Sadly. But it sounded like the Little Einsteins' voice actors were sorry for the creator of the reboot. Well, I can't believe I'm saying this. Bart said. But with you gone rocket room, we're stuck out here. Porkchop howled sadly. Mission completion. Leo said, but in a somber tone. The curtain call then started, but it was somber. The Little Einsteins were still sad, and so was Rocket. Lyrics. Let's give a hand and hear it for the team. Clap 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 clap. And rah 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 for Rocket. Clap 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 clap. Come on, take a bow. It's your turn now. Let's hear a big hand for you. Cheers. Now pat clap. Pat clap. Pat clap. Let's give a big cheer for the artist of the day. Kirby. Kirby. The composer of the beautiful music we played. Kondo. Kondo. Hooray. Y.A. Kondo. And dot dot dot, here comes the music of the day. And he said. Listen. The notes played final hours from The Legend of Zelda. See you on the next mission. Leo said. The post-curtain call then played, but it was really sad. It showed Leo looking sad and blue as he started speaking. It's all gone. All gone. Now we have no place to go. Without it all, everything is not the same anymore. But you helped a lot today. Thanks. See you next time and see you on the next mission. Aye aye. Leo then started breaking down into tears along with the audience of Scream. The episode then ended. The credits played, but the sky was aqua and the music playing in the background was My Immortal by Evanescence. The logos came up, but they were good and bad at the same time. The Zinky Entertainment and 13 Winnet logos were there for some reason and they were normal. The text then came up as the credits ended, which it read, "Thanks for watching Little Einsteins." The Gracie Films logo then came up. I found it really weird, because Zinkia 13 Gracie Films and Sneeush don't own Little Einsteins. Although, the Gracie Films logo was normal except for the Curious Pictures logo which had its background orange. The Baby Einstein Company logo in the left had an aqua sky from the credits and the boy looked like he was crying, while the Sneeush logo in the right was normal. Unlike the opening, the Playhouse Disney original logo had its same appearance from the end of Higglytown from Higglytown Heroes. After the logos, it then showed a black screen for 15 seconds. "I need the remote," I muttered. But before I could grab it, a jumpscare appeared. It was an edited picture of Ines from the Cyberchess episode Starlight Night, where she acted like she was riding a roller coaster. But the difference was she had red pupils and was crying blood. "Yikes!" I shouted. After the jumpscare, it then showed a message. It had a blue background with Leto, Annie, June, Quincy and Rocket in it, and at the top of them read out, "Thanks for going on missions with the Little Einsteins." Which I also noticed the music from the normal credits. After that, it then showed the main menu. That was the scariest jump scare I've ever seen. I muttered. "There's not even a season 3 at some point. Great." I then put the DVD back in its case and threw it away. I wish I could watch Little Einsteins the same way again, but I can't. The end.